Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? All right, it's Sunday. It's the 13th. I think you already know that because I told you twice already. All right, but anyway, here we go. All right, and you know what? You're not gonna have this happen that's not gonna be happening much longer. I got a new chair. It's on the way, so it should be here Tuesday. So, I'm so glad that I won't be doing that through all my videos anymore. All right, but anyway, fitness tip and health of the health and fitness tip of the week. Okay, uh, you know. One of the things that it just kind of had to dawn on me at some point, and I'm kind of kicking myself for not realizing it in the first place. But it got to do with portions, and for me, lean protein and chicken. Okay, I eat chicken. Nothing wrong with eating chicken. The thing that I didn't realize I was doing was I was eating probably like 3 or 4 portions of chicken at a time. Okay, a portion of chicken is about the size of your fist. Okay, and when I make a chicken breast or whatever, sometimes I'd be eating 4 and 5 pieces of chicken and not enough of everything else. Okay, it might be a half a plate of chicken, and you know, and that's just throwing my percentages completely out of whack. Okay, because that's way too much protein, way too much protein. Basically, when you have your plate, about a quarter of it you want protein, a quarter of it you want some kind of simple carbs, and uh, some fats, and about half the plate for complex carbs. Okay, basically, I look at it as a quarter of your plate you want meat, a quarter of your plate you want fruit, half of your plate you want vegetables. Okay, that's the way I look at it. That's healthy, natural. That's the way I shoot. That's what I shoot for. Okay, but anyway, I didn't realize that I was doing so much protein, and there's a lot of research around that says basically your body can only handle so much protein at a time. So you have to take your if you're going for muscle building, there's plenty of articles online that say a gram to a gram and a half of protein per pound of body weight. Okay, so if you weigh 150 pounds, you're looking at 150 grams to 225 grams of protein a day. Now you got to split that up, okay? Because if you eat too much protein at a time, guess where it goes? Yep, you guessed it. It gets stored as fat. All right, and I couldn't figure out it just was one of those things that had to dawn on me. It was like, duh, just duh. You're eating, like 3 and 4, just probably like trying to throw 100 grams of protein in your mouth and at dinner, and it's like your body just isn't gonna, it's gonna store some of that. So anyway, that's basically my tip for the week is to be aware of the percentages of what you're eating. You basically want to be around 40 30 30 30 40 30, as far as or 20 40 40 as far as fats, proteins, and carbs. Okay, and again, carbs, your body needs carbs. Don't believe the baloney about no carb this, no carb that. Your body needs carbs. Okay, it needs simple carbs, it needs complex carbs. Okay, plain and simple. But the problem is that we just bombard it with simple carbs. Okay, if you take a look at what you're actually eating, and you break it down into those 3 food groups, a lot of the times the reason we're getting overweight in this country is because we're bombarding ourselves with simple carbs. Okay, all the donuts and all the cakes and desserts and soda. It's just liquid sugar. It's just it's simple carbs mixed in with chemicals. Great combination. Why can't we figure out that our bodies are hating this stuff? Duh. But anyway, that's part of my tip this week is checking those percentages. Visually, just keep an eye on what you're looking at here. If you've got a plate and it's a big huge plate of chicken, and you think you're eating real healthy, well, in a sense, yeah, it's not so bad. But in another sense, it's not going to help you get to where you want to go as fast as you could go. You could be, you could be doing better, and optimizing. Now, another little trick for you. I just wanted to show you guys, one of the things that I changed in my diet was, I used to eat a bowl of ice cream like this, okay? That's a pretty solid bowl of ice cream, pretty big, all right? I like my ice cream, all right? So what I did was I changed it to one of these, okay? Now, Yes, this is a Dove bar, okay? It's a 60-calorie Dove bar. I'm not here to hawk Dove bars, okay? That's not the point, okay? But it's a 60-calorie. Look at how much of a difference we're looking at now. It's very tasty. You know, it's chocolatey. It you know, it gives me a nice little sweet chocolate fix. It's way better than, you know, this huge thing filled with ice cream. That's basically my point. You know, a lot of times you can make some changes that, you know, you can just tone things down a little bit. You know, take a look at that healthy choice. This is the slight edge at work here, folks. Okay, this choice, okay, over the course of a year versus this every night, huge difference, huge step in the right direction. Okay, taking a sugary drink. You know, there's a commercial on right now for water. Taking a sugary drink, replacing it with a water every day, once a day, saves something along the lines of like 50,000 calories a year. And that's like 17 pounds, folks, or 16 pounds, or 15 pounds, something along those lines. 15 pounds. Now, if you're drinking 3 soda drinks a day, you know, you're talking, you know, you're fighting 45 pounds a year, you know, that you could be just by drinking water. You know, it's not that hard, folks. When you start to attach all the pain and all the suffering to these really horrible foods that you're eating, you know, that's when change happens. Okay? When you stop and think about it, why am I as big as I am? Why am I not in the shape that I'm in? It's because of these you know, particular foods that you're eating, drinking, and you know, they're causing all of the depression and the pain and the suffering. And once you link all that crap to it, it just changes your mindset on what these things are. You know, is it really that important to have a soda? You know, or to have a big bowl of ice cream? It's easy for me to look at that and say, you know, I'm gonna have Dove Bar instead. Okay. So anyway, there's my health and fitness tip for the week. Go watch some playoff football and cheer your team on. Hopefully they won this weekend, and I didn't have a good weekend this weekend at all. I was kind of hoping for Denver to win and Green Bay, and I mean, not that either one of those teams are my favorite teams or anything, but those are the ones I was, you know, leaning towards. 0 for 2. Oh well. And this morning or this early afternoon, Seattle and Atlanta. You know, it doesn't really matter which one won, but I guess I would have preferred Seattle to win. Oh well. 0 for 3. So you know, I guess I'd rather see the Texans win today. That probably means that the Patriots are going to win. So, you know, it's just a big fat O for this weekend for me as far as football is concerned. So anyway, all right, I'll talk to you guys next week. Have a great week, everybody. If you have any questions, you know, you feel free to shoot me a message on Facebook or email me. All right, or comment on this video. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.